Hello. My name's Justin. My hands don't work the same. When your hands don't work like they used to before. Or however that song went.
And I'm Jeff. If Ratatouille was watching you do this, he would be so ashamed.
I'm like those cats. I don't know what they're doing.
You know, those cats. You know the ones.
You know
The cats.
if you know cats, you know that cats do that sometimes.
Oh my God, speaking of cats, we're making Kit Kat Quesadillas. Wow.
This was not on purpose.
That's just serendipity, baby. Is that the right usage of that
Serendipity.
word?
I barely know her. That's not even like the right ending of a word.
Wasn't there a show called Serendipity?
Yeah, but it's not the right ending of the word.
No, or was it Felicity?
I don't know. There's a movie called Serendipity.
Was the main character called Serendipity?
No, that's the name of the restaurant.
So it was like a Ratatouille thing where like the rat wasn't named Ratatouille, but everyone calls the rat Ratatouille?
The rat's name was Ratatouille.
I don't think so.
Okay, let us know in the comments if the rat's name is Ratatouille and Ratatouille.
And just like that rat, we're cooking.
Okay, that was a stretch. I don't know if I would call this cooking. Jeff and I were like randomly talking and he reminded me when we were in Barcelona, the Taco Bell there had a dessert that was Kit Kat Quesadilla, but they didn't have it. So then when he mentioned it, I was like, I need to make it. I didn't really do much research because that's not who I am. I just looked at one picture and I was like, yeah, that's what that looks like. And it looked like it was like literally like a tortilla with a melted Kit Kat in it. So I want to make it. I want to try it and see if it's good. I'm sure it's not.
So here we are on a Friday night doing that.
But then we also found out that they have vegan Kit Kats in Sweden.
I saw a whole thing on Twitter about like plant-based Kit Kats. And like in the US, but then here it's just a thing, I guess.
This has a Nutri-Score of D.
D for delicious.
Well, what is the Nutri-Score of E for regular Kit Kats?
E for everyone.
And then we're probably gonna get like executed for saying this, but this is, I feel like, kind of the Swedish version of a Kit Kat where it's like a wafer inside chocolate. So we're gonna turn that into a quesadilla too. And then because I'm so sure that none of these are gonna be good, I'm gonna make a little chocolatey dessert quesadilla with this, and we also bought hazelnuts.
Let's ratatouille.
Let's ratatouille it. Ratatouille, I barely know her.
We're cooking.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. This is electric. I don't know. Why are you showing them this? Also, our kitchen's a mess because literally this is like a primordial urge. We're not in control of our bodies anymore. This is just us like needing to do it because this needed to be done.
Primordial?
Yeah.
Like the primordial soup that all life came out of?
Yeah, this is like something that just needed to happen. I hope these are big enough. Whatever, we're gonna fudge the recipe. Because there's a recipe.
Yeah.
Do you like my like Celtic knot tortilla?
As someone who just saw the movie Signs last night, that looks very alien-esque.
What am I doing here? What are we doing with our lives? Why are we doing this? Like, you know how everyone's like, oh, drink water when you're thirsty. If you're craving fruit or vegetable or like meat, you know, eat it. Wow, my body told me to do this, and I don't know if that's right.
You can't fight those primordial urges.
It was! Okay, I think it's ready.
Yeah.
So I really should just do the 2 Kit Kats.
Well, do all 4 fit? If all 4 fit,
Oh, all
we
4
can do...
absolutely fit.
Oh, okay. And they'll probably just like melt together anyway, right?
Oh my god, it's already melting. Okay. Wait, I wanted to try the vegan Kit Kat though. Okay, maybe we'll do this one with 3 because I want to try one. Watch this not melt though. That'd be great.
Is that the Kex?
This is the Shex. Oh,
Comment below how you think it's pronounced. We want the engagement.
Also, Swedish people can't even agree on it, so.
Yeah, so I want them to fight in the comments.
Oh, you want the Swedish people to fight in the comments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who's not Scandinavian is gonna look at that and say, oh, it's Kex.
I don't know what this is supposed to do.
Melt? This one's like melting out of it or something, maybe.
I guess it's done.
This isn't cooking, is it?
It's hot. My hands don't work the same. When your hands don't work like they used to before. Or however that song went.
When your heart don't work?
I don't know. While our delicious concoction is cooling down,
It's so hot, I'm sure.
I'm gonna be toasting up some hazelnuts. Oh yeah, do you want to try this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, unboxing. So this is the vegan Kit Kat.
You already unboxed it.
Oh.
Does it taste like plants?
I don't want to give you my opinion.
It smells the same.
Oh my god, it has you as an infant.
Because I look so young, not because I'm balding. It tastes fake.
I think for me, it's the texture was crazy. It was very like snappy in the way that fake chocolate is snappy.
The compound chocolate, that's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Where it's not actually chocolate at all.
Wait. Is this just like low grade Kit Kat? But they're like, oh, it's vegan.
That would be a very Nestle thing to do.
Oops, I finished it, sorry.
Wow.
Does it smell like hazelnuts?
Comment below if it smells like hazelnuts.
I'm just gonna chop these I don't have a real chef's knife because it's dirty.
If Ratatouille was watching you do this, he would be so ashamed.
He would be because that's his name.
Oh no, I called him Ratatouille.
Oh, these nuts are hot.
Oh, it's when your legs don't work like they used to. When your legs don't work like they did before.
Nope.
But it is legs.
It's when your legs don't work like... Oh my god, why are we like so ableist? Why am I cutting nuts like this? I feel like a ding dong.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know anymore.
You know what?
Whatever, is that enough hazelnuts? Do I have to keep chopping them?
I don't even know what you're doing.
I don't know either.
This is your grand recipe.
Yeah, that I was like, oh, let me be fancy. Now that I'm here, I'm like, what the frick am I even doing with my life? Acting like I'm a rat on a Friday evening, cooking a delicious meal for someone who doesn't appreciate it.
Wait, who was
until
that?
it unlocks childhood memories. And then my restaurant gets shut down because people are rat phobic. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Did you just imply that as a child I used to eat hazelnut quesadillas?
Wait, that'd be awesome if you did.
And also that I have the power to shut down restaurants?
I think this is gonna be good. I'm basically inventing Nutella right now, so. Do you think it's gonna be good?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Are you lying?
Yeah.
Ah, when your legs don't work like they used to before.
Oh my god.
Also, like the way I'm singing it makes me sound like a psychopath. It's like, boop, 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 your legs don't work, woohoo, yeehaw. I don't know if this is gonna be good. I wanna try it. Oh, it's just turning into oil because it's too hot. So good. Okay.
Get this on camera.
My embarrassing failure.
Why is it smoking?
Because it's addicted.
Now you're ableist and anti-addiction?
Which shouldn't people be anti-addiction? Isn't that the good way to be?
Wait, what am I trying to say?
I don't know what you're trying to say. But I think you're the problem.
Addict shaming. You're addict shaming.
Addict shaming. I am an addict. I'm addicted to being really cool and awesome and sexy.
Oh yeah, well I'm addicted to these quesadillas.
No, you're not. Because according to you, this is the first time you've ever had a quesadilla.
Oh, I've had plenty of quesadillas in my life.
Real quesadillas.
What makes it a real quesadilla? The hazelnuts?
This looks very sad. It looks like a baby's like diarrhea on a tortilla, and someone was like, yeah, I'll work with this.
You're making this, and I'm gonna put it on the internet for everyone to see.
That's fine. Watch it be delicious.
Is it burning?
Probably.
Oh, no, it looks good.
I'm gonna call it done because I have no more will to live, so.
I'm also kneeling because my legs don't work like they used to before.
It is so good. I got an aloe vera drink that's sugar-free. The flavor is lemon sour. And for some reason there's a picture of kind of Japan, I guess, but then that looks like a Chinese symbol.
Why does that building say shake me?
Oh, oops. Okay.
Time to taste what you made us.
So this is the original Kit Kat quesadilla.
The classic.
It's good.
I like it.
It's so good.
Okay, I have a question for you, but also everyone at home. How similar or different, in your opinion, are tortillas and crepes?
Entirely different.
Because we're treating this kind of like it's a crepe, which can be savory or sweet, but that's good.
That's so good. I think the thing for me about this is like only vaguely tastes like a Kit Kat. Like you get that like milk chocolatey, but like the wafer just turns into texture. The tortilla becomes texture. And I guess because Kit Kats are literally just chocolate and wafer, there's like nothing to them.
Yeah.
When you're in France, one of the things you do is like you get like a baguette and you put like a piece of chocolate in it. And you have like it's like a chocolate sandwich kind of thing. Like that's kind of what I get. Because like you get the crispy, like outside of the baguette from the wafer, and then the tortilla has that bready kind of flavor. And then the chocolate, it's not a very rich chocolate, but it still is, it's quite nice.
So what you're saying is this is French cuisine.
Okay, plant-based. So this is the vegan Kit Kat. It melts. Like, it doesn't look good when it melts. Why does it look so stringy? Is that what chocolate looks like when it melts?
That's what that looks like when it melts.
It's a lot of tortilla. Okay, so we're gonna get past this bite.
That was an unfair representation of the product.
But it already is good. What if mine's the garbage one?
I think it's really good. I like the original better. This tastes even less like chocolate.
I was gonna say it tastes more like chocolate now that
Really?
it's melted. Because you don't get that unnatural like snap.
You're right.
Like always.
I like all the time. It's sweeter than that one though. I don't know, the sugar still really stands out in this compared to that one, to me at least.
Yeah, you're right. This one, because there's milk, this one's a little bit milkier, creamier. So that's something really nice about that one. This one I think is missing that. Okay, and then here's the Sheks.
Oh, you're saying it like Sheks.
Because that's the way Stockholmers say it. I think the correct way is Keks, but I just like saying Sheks.
They pronounced it in one of their commercials, but I forgot which way they pronounced it.
Keks.
Oh, okay, well.
That doesn't mean it's right. Okay.
Is it just me or is like, it's getting progressively sweeter as we continue this experience? This one's sweet.
This one's disgusting. It's mostly wafer.
Right.
So I feel like I'm just biting into bread with a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
And the wafer itself is sweet, independent of the chocolate coating.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot more
It is
sweetness.
super sweet.
Yeah. And the wafer is also less crunchy or crispy than a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
So there's that going against it as well.
Like, you know when people find like old diaries with like yellowed pages and it looks like they're about to crumble? If you stack a bunch of those and put a few like little pieces of Hershey's in between them, melt it inside a tortilla, and that's what you got. It tastes like you're eating like old love letters, but not in like the cute way.
You heard it here, folks.
Love is dead.
I'm just kneeling like a little differently now, so I look shorter.
More petite.
Weed.
Okay, so here's the last quesadilla. What is in here?
You put cream cheese, Marabou chocolate, and toasted hazelnuts.
Okay, let's see.
I like it.
I think that's the best one.
It does offer things that others don't, like the tanginess.
Shut up.
The tanginess of the cream cheese and
The nuttiness.
the toasted nuttiness. You really went above and
Like
beyond there.
super toasty. Like the quesadilla got toasty and the nuts are super roasty toasty.
It is also, to be fair, the most toasted quesadilla.
Oh, good.
None of them are bad to me.
Oh, this one's bad to me.
The first one?
The Sheks. Oh. The Sheks.
That one I wouldn't make again, but I don't think it's
I
horrible.
won't make any of these again. I would maybe make that again.
You wouldn't make that
No.
the Kit Kat Quesadilla classic again?
Here's the thing. When we were making this, I was like, oh, all of these are gonna be disgusting, so let me make something that's gonna be good. But then, like, as time was passing, I was like, this is not gonna be good. And this ended up being the best one. But because these ones were not so bad, it's not as dramatic. But you know what? That just goes to show you, life is not always dramatic. Sometimes life is boring.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
No, you don't, Oprah. It's also the completely different.
I sure do love those French fry potatoes.
I like this a lot.
Should we even bother ranking them, or is it obvious?
Homemade gourmet is the best, then original, then plant-based, then shucks. Sorry, my mouth's just full.
Yeah, I agree, totally. All in all though, I mean, if you happen to live near a Taco Bell that has a chocoladilla, or whatever it's called, run, don't walk to it. If you just happen to live by anywhere that sells tortillas and Kit Kats, should they make them themselves?
I don't know. The original presentation of a Kit Kat's better than this. Like, make yourself like a regular cheese quesadilla and then a Kit Kat.
I do kind of like how it's warm, like a warm Kit Kat.
Okay, move to Florida, buy a car, buy a Kit Kat, and leave it in your car for the 20 minutes that you run inside of the grocery store and run back outside realizing you forgot chocolate in your cup holder. Thankfully, it's still in its wrapper, but then it got all soupy. Put it in your fridge for, like, go home, put it in your fridge for a little bit and try to cool it down a little bit, but then realize it's gonna get really nasty if you let it go all the way cold. So you open it up and it's a little bit warm, but it's not as soupy as it was, and then eat it. I'm sure it's gonna be just as good.
Very simple directions. Anyone can follow.
No. In general, this is a good lesson to realize that sometimes your heart tells you to do something and it's not good. So, you know, maybe consider what's in your actual best interest and realize that, you know, people are stupid and following your heart isn't always the right decision. So sometimes you need to, like, be logical about things.
And I realize that I need to always just have a chair here because my knees hurt now.
Okay, I'm done. I also feel sick.
That's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe to catch what we do next. Until then, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go not kneel.
I'm gonna go throw up. My hands don't work the same. When your hands don't work as they used to before.
Oh, it's when your legs don't work like they used to. When your legs don't work like they did before.
When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Oh my god.